Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the e-commerce minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The e-commerce minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's e-commerce minute for February 16th, 2018.
In today's show, LL Bean is dropping its unlimited returns policy.
LL Bean's generous century-old return policy is about to be a whole lot less generous. The retailer, after touting a 100% return guarantee on any product ever sold, regardless of condition, is finally scrapping the policy. LL Bean's announcement in a memo to employees and in a letter to customers represents a major policy shift for the 106-year-old company that used its satisfaction guarantee as a way to differentiate itself from its competitors. The Portland Press Herald reports that LL Bean executives made the decision as a result of a growing number of customers abusing its generous satisfaction guarantee policy. The outdoor specialty retailer said returns of items that have been destroyed or rendered useless, including some purchases at thrift stores or retrieved from trash bins, have doubled in the past 5 years. Previously, items could be returned anytime without proof of purchase. No more. From now on, products can only be returned if they were purchased within the previous 12 months or have a manufacturing defect. What we have seen, and it has come to the point where we had to act upon it, is a small but growing group of customers who are interpreting the guarantee as a lifetime product replacement program, and that was never its intent, LL Bean President and CEO Stephen Smith said last Wednesday in an interview. In addition, LL Bean will now request a proof of purchase as well. The company joins a list of other retailers that have tightened their return policies. Outdoor retailers REI, which was once jokingly dubbed Rental Equipment Incorporated, and Return Everything Inc., because of its unlimited returns policy, imposed a 1-year restriction 5 years ago. Other retailers have been narrowing the window for returns or imposing new conditions. Everybody's got to ruin the good thing.
I love the idea that some people are going to thrift stores and doing that.
Smart.
It's like Gary V's, little arbitrage, right?
You can go to a thrift store today and buy an old pair of LL Bean shoes. And
no.
those effers and get your money back.
The other one was he was doing like the free Craigslist thing and then sending stuff out. But this is hilarious.
Yeah, this is crazy. I hadn't even thought of this. So
no, I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of awesome.
Good hustle.
Hey man. If you know the little bit of hustle, you can make money. Well, that is definitely like I'm wondering why they're just doing it, not like long time ago. You know what I mean?
I think again, it was a point of difference. And LL Bean always came off as the preppy, snooty kind of word, just a little bit better. Yeah. There's a lot of knockoffs of their products. Like they have those boots that they're known for, the duck boots. But they even said that the abuse of the returns were so great that it eclipsed the annual revenue of those boots, their flagship boots. So I think it just got to the point where it's like, we can't afford to throw off $40 million just because we're nice guys, Yeah. I don't know if it was 40 million. I just made
whatever that is. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty insane. They're still offering a year return. That's not unreasonable for a shirt or a pair of pants. I have a bunch of LL Bean stuff still from way back in the day. I mean, their stuff's pretty durable. But again, it's somebody's got to take advantage of a good thing. But I do admire the thrift store hustle. That I never even thought of that one.
That thrift store hustle was like, that was amazing. I never thought about that either. It's like, all right. And then you resell brand spanking new boots,
Yeah, there you go. It's money in the pocket.
That's right.
All right. Anything else?
Buy a boot? I don't know.
You gotta hustle. You gotta do the hustle. What are you doing? Playing video games on a Saturday? You can be out at garage sales hustling and making $1,000. Is that a good Gary V? It needs some work, doesn't it?
It's got rough. Sorry, guys. His Gary V used to be
I'll
better.
work on that one.
Used to be better.
That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow.
It used to be better, bud. I think you have to stop watching him for a while.
So, you know what I mean? I mean, if you want this, if you want bling bling, if you want to buy the jets, if you want to do work, that's how you get it.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. Gonna get their attention.
That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.